So this topic is about the brain computer interface. Long back in 8th or ninth class I wrote about it, then I edited it in 2017 I think, and minded before the Neuralink company was even established. So I'm not copying. So I'll give the link of my blog below and to other interesting videos also. Those have come up recently about the brain computer interface, and I named it Divya Drishti. So let's dive into it, what exactly it is. Now, just imagine that from say 1920s, we had the TVs, then we had the computers, then telephones, mobile phones, and right now we have smartphones. So slowly it is improving, and our connectivity with the internet, with the world, is also improving. It's becoming easier to get both input and send out output. Now, what Elon Musk says is that the bandwidth with which we can take inputs, say sounds or visual or hearing or whatever, is much higher than the bandwidth of at which we can send out information, which is true. Okay, let me simplify. For example, you can watch movies and read a lot of books, but when it comes to speak about it, when it comes to even type, then it takes time, because the speed at which our brain sends out information, our hands or our tongue, they don't they can't comply with that speed. So what he does what he's or the idea here is that we directly connect the brain to the internet, so that whatever input we get it directly to the brain. Whatever output we want to send will be sent directly from the brain only. There are several terms that I have mentioned in my blog. It definitely will be an interesting read if you go through it, like mind photograph, mind videos, and feeling videos and feeling photographs, and knowledge uh, transfer. What I mean is that, for example, you imagine a picture or you imagine something and you want to exactly share that with your friend. You can do that having a brain computer interface, which will be sent through internet to your to the brain to the head of your friend. You have a particular feeling. For example, when we take LSD, and people are addicted because of that feeling. Just imagine if we can feel that kind of that kind of feeling. We can experience that kind of feeling without actually taking LSD. So there will be no side effects of these drugs, but we'll be actually taking only the good part and leaving behind the bad parts. Similarly, if you can record the brain states of animals, for example, snakes or lizards or cockroaches or tigers or whales, you can actually visualize what they visualize, what they think, and plus you can normal things which are like you are sleeping and you are dreaming, and when you wake up you forget it. So you can record your dreams and replay it just like a movie. And also a lot of content will be created if this is made. See, if you are not understanding what I'm saying, then I'm actually expecting that you already have a background knowledge of what brain computer interface is. If you don't, go and check out what Neuralink is. Okay, and what all these things is about. It's about directly connecting you to the internet, so that you can take all the information in. You can send out all the information out through your brain without even talking or moving your lips or hands or anything. You'll just think like God, close your eyes, and everything, the world will be at your at your reach. So now coming to content. So for example, you have a amazing movie idea or a music video idea. So you have to exactly think about the music, okay, or the video, and it will be recorded. And the clarity with which you think, that will be the quality of the video or the music. And for example, your friend has learned Python, or he learned swimming, any kind of thing, like he knows how to play piano. You don't have to practice, you can just transfer that knowledge from him. There can be directories in the internet of different knowledge base, and we can sell them just like we sell apps or movies. So this is a completely new era that we will enter into. Now there's a lot of things you can read. I'll put up the links. But now let's discuss that how we can bring it forth, and how to bring it so that people will actually accept it. Because many people will actually be what to say, suspenseful, and they will be afraid that to put something in their body which they don't know how it will react later. What Neuralink is doing is that through a surgical procedure, they will put in a neural lace, which is a kind of a chip and with some fibers, electrical fibers into your brain. And I bet a lot of people, if this is done exactly the way it's shown in the Neuralink, a lot of people, majority of the people won't accept it. Okay, they won't upgrade to this technology because of the fear of surgeries. We have to make it as simple as taking a pill. Okay, so the research that we need is to be done on nanotechnology, which will get into your body, which will move through your bloodstream and be deposited right in your brain. That kind of a technology, or any kind which is not invasive, we have to find out a way about that. Even injections are okay, but surgeries, I don't think people will accept it. Once they get lodged in your brain, what you can do is that you can put in these small tiny bots in the body through injection or pills, and once they are in it, you can guide them through an external computer in a hospital. Even that is possible. Now I have written in depth of what I think in that blog. This was interesting, brain computer interface for knowledge, for reading. For example, just imagine we go to school for like 14 to 16 years of age. Till then we are in school, and we learn so little. What you can do is that continuously in the brain of a child, we can play all the like subjects, so maybe science or maths or whatever, and it will be continuously played in loop. So he's bound to remember, or he's bound to understand those concepts, and at a much earlier age, he will be he will be quite well educated, and also will do away with the whole system of exams where we are testing how much one can remember. Once this comes into play, everyone will be remembering a lot of things. Sorry. So that will not be the criteria of examining a student. Rather, IQ and analysis, and where if given a situation where, and how to deal with it, these things will be given more importance, which is extremely good. And that's it. It's a completely new future. You will be like God. You will just close your eyes and you can see everything. Okay, everything. You can video call your friend. You can just talk to them. You can together go into an adventure. For example, your friend will be in Paris. You will be in India. Other will be in Japan. You together can go to an adventure, say in the African Sahara Desert, or you can just be anywhere. You can just go anywhere. You want to feel how it feels to be inside water. You can feel it, because you don't have to actually be in water. You can feel it. Okay, like actually you are in water. So there will be this experience, and there will be hell lot of ways of making money through this. You can give different experiences to people. For example, you are a vegetarian, but you want to know how a non-veg food tastes. So you can actually just taste it. You don't actually have to eat it. You just have to taste it. Also, that you have to take a medicine or a food which is necessary. For example, you are doing dieting. That food is not that tasty. So when you eat it, you will be eating actually the good things like bitter gourd or cucumber or carrots, which is good for health. But you will be tasting as if you are eating chicken or some hot dog or something. So it's really interesting, and I think this will be the future, whether we want it or not. And integration of that our brain, our communication with the internet, with just the brain, with AI. Like we have a problem and we cannot find answer to that. There will be a system right in our head which will be giving answers to that. I think it will be a tremendous upgrade to the way we are living right now. And we don't have to just think about these petty things And also one interesting thing is that a lot of people are driven by the need for animalistic pleasures, say sex or food or just any kind of experiences. So once you make it available to them, they don't need to run after these anymore. They can actually focus on the more important, more productive things that will lead our society to a into a better future, and not these animalistic seeking these animalistic pleasures anymore. Please go through the videos and articles that I will put the link below. They're really good, mainly of Siraj Rawal, and also the Neuralink official video. These are really good, and the more and more people are aware of this, and they come into together to make this happen through research, through funding. It's the better future we'll have. Thank you.